Welcome to the Dope and Tape Show, everybody. We have Jeannene Meisman, one of our... Huh?
Meisman.
I said Wiseman.
It's Meisman with an M.
Meisman.
You can
I don't
see
have
it.
my mic. Had to fuck it up somehow, huh? There we go.
Then I'm leaving.
No, we won't have a
Jeannene,
show
returning
without
guest,
you.
Jeannene Meisman, a fan
Jeannene
favorite.
Meisman. But you have to give me credit. That's the first time and the only time I've ever done it.
Oh, it was me. I'm honored.
and we probably talk to you or talk about you
That's good.
like
good.
twice a week, probably. So first time.
A fan favorite, for real.
All right. Sorry. Just had to be on live video. No big deal.
Thanks for joining us again.
No one's
That's all
watching
right, Chuck.
anyway.
No
so.
problem. or John.
Let's see. John. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. All right, let me try to share this here and share that there. If you're just joining us, please hit the like button. Thank you. Yo, what up, everybody? What's up,
And
Bobby?
this is also episode
Daryl,
112.
Steve, Chris. Big country.
And are you done?
Yep.
All right, we catch up.
We can talk at the same time. They can hear us. Go ahead.
So we have
Big handsome.
have sponsorship opportunities. I believe next month, that entire month, something be sponsored. We can still put logos on our screens and everything on the Zoom screen that we capture.
Paste.
We're really excited about that. This new adventure of having sponsors and actually making when we go to shows, not where we have to like sit down with our wives and plan this out and explain why we need to do this. And it's like it's only that'd be like $600 to $1,200 on our credit cards. Okay,
Let's go. Fun to show, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna
All right,
help
we are
us.
shared. We are
expensive
live.
hobby.
Everybody's commenting. Corlin, what up? Tristan, Tommy, Chad, Chris, everybody, thank you for joining. Hit the like button. I'm sure you're already subscribed, but if you're not, please subscribe. Hey, Jeannene, great seeing you on here again. That's from Corlin.
Oh, thank you.
This is
I ordered some.
awesome.
I ordered some more merchandise from the store.
Oh, look at my high vis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple new hats coming too. I had a little. I was looking for my hat. I'm like, where's my hat? I never misplace it. I always put it right here. My daughter had taken it and put it in her little play area.
Yeah.
I was like,
Sarah was like, $200. $200 for what? I was like, samples, baby. This is a business.
This is samples.
I need samples.
Yeah, you gotta wear
check
it.
the quality.
You gotta push it right here. It's right up here, isn't it? Oh no, over here. Boom. Dope and tape. Spread shop. Get a hat. Get some high vis.
I'm gonna get something. I could have worn something this week when I was at my show.
That's it. Well, I'm gonna.
Cool.
I'll bring you something.
Why don't you just tell us what you want?
Yeah, we'll send it to you.
Well, I want something. I want embroidered. I don't want.
We have that. We have polos on the website that I believe they're. I believe they're
I just
embroidered.
wanted the logo to be embroidered, and then you didn't have that when I first went there back in October. So great, I'll get something.
I'm gonna look at it. Yep. Well,
Gonna
I'll
support
keep
the
you.
cause.
I'll keep you posted. We appreciate it. Had a fun dinner with Jeannene last night with great friends. That's Chris from
Whoa.
SPP.
Mr. Dilday.
Chris is down in Florida?
Yes, and you're gonna see there'll be he's photobombing me in a video, so you'll see that. And but he was very nice, and several of us went out for dinner, and he and Dave English from General Air, they bought myself and my my engineer dinner, so I was very grateful.
Oh wow.
Awesome.
So we since talking with Chris, I went back and every pump that North American Fire Protection, the company I work for, all come from SPP. Because I was about to call them. Well, I mean, we sit down for meetings all the time.
That's
like, hey,
cool.
we need all of our pumps to come from SPP. But I already looked and they all do. So it's like, we're good. All right, no one's in trouble.
And we have a new sales rep at SPP. It's Colton. I can't remember his last name. Chris will maybe put it in the chat. But we met Colton, and he seemed very nice. And so we're going to have, I still want to see Chris Dilday. But
Oh yeah, we want to see Chris. We're gonna go see him in March, right?
I think so.
I'm going out to Atlanta in March to.
And I've told
see
some
Chris.
people, and so many people are excited to see it.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm
excited to see it.
Dude, I've told my dad like 3 times a week, hey,
Three
when's that pump thing? When do you not have it? When tell me, make sure you tell me. I was like, I'm gonna tell you, Dad, chill.
Oh, actually, Big Kev and Justin are they're teaming up and doing something in Cambridge. I'm gonna go link up with them. I want to do like a tag along. I'm trying to shit, maybe that date's coming close. Sponsorship coming your way, boys. It's from
Oh man, we
and he
love it.
says Colton Jones. Yeah, so what Brian
Oh,
was trying to spit
Oh,
out is that instead of the dope and tape logo down there, we could put your logo and or anybody's logo. If you want your logo on the screen, you'll get rid of ours, and then you
yeah.
could toss a couple bucks, and we'll put the logo up there. Or we do offer ad space in the beginning with a 30-second ad, or in the middle, or whatever you want. Everything's possible.
So
But
did
we
Chris have his
appreciate that,
Jordans
Chris.
on?
Huh?
Did Chris have his Jordans on at dinner?
I don't know. I wasn't looking at his feet.
No? If he wasn't, I'm disappointed in you, Chris.
Oh, he definitely did. He definitely had his Jordans on.
For sure.
Carlos, what up? Thanks for joining us.
What's up, Corlin?
Oh, Carla.
Corlin, for the Sprinkler Olympics, we can have a marshmallow driving golf contest for Jeannene. Corlin sent me a whole. I have a screenshot of that. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make that happen, Corlin. But like the Sprinkler Olympics we were talking about with like carrying a dry valve and I don't even know. He said all kinds of stuff. Yeah, he had his Jordans on. He says always.
Yeah.
The
I'm
Sprinkler.
not since I've done it, I'm gonna add this to the Olympics. Since I picked up a clay valve, a 6-inch clay valve, and put it on a
Oh,
manifold, that's gonna be on there too for the big boys.
Ooh, all right.
I
Someone's
do
gonna get.
not I don't suggest or condone anybody ever doing that because I will only do it once. The
Oh, this
things
is
you
awesome.
do when you absolutely have to. You ever had that experience, Bobby, where it's like, I really shouldn't do this, but
Uh-oh.
uh-oh. Give her a call. She lost. She'll come back.
That's it. I'm
You
just.
ever had that situation where it's like, all right, I have no choice but to do
She's
this?
sick of you talking, dude. Let her talk.
Yeah, I know, man. I
Oh
know.
my god.
I get excited.
Best guess we had. She just left because all you're doing is talking.
Jeannene's in here, then you got the boys in here.
What were you asking me if I ever did?
You ever got to where like you had to do something? It was like
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
the
Always.
smartest
I said
thing,
get down.
but
I said get down. Come down the ladder. I'll do it.
yeah.
Where'd you go?
Ask her if it was me. I tell her I'll be quiet.
Okay, so go back to go back to your email. You X'd out of us. Or was it because Brian was talking too much?
Tell her I'll slow down. I get excited. I get excited.
Yeah, no, take your time. Just go back through the email and I'll let you back in. All right, I'm gonna let Brian do like some of that slow talking that he does.
Oh man.
You got
Yeah, I
battery,
don't
right?
have much. Huh?
No, I was talking to Jeannine.
Hmm.
Let it think.
Let me think of it. You know, the first time I'm gonna tell a story ish. I'm
Oh
just gonna
boy.
blabble,
Yeah, all right,
just
let him. He's
blabble
gonna tell a story. You got
until
time.
she's
You
she's
got time.
back in here.
Everybody's gonna
You
bore.
got-
Everyone's gonna leave.
I don't know if y'all have ever. So I hate the cold. I think you know that, Bobby. Like I will only go to Boston if it's summertime, which I don't know why I would go there if when I could just go somewhere with sand, a cigar, and some drinks and a beach. Like I don't know why I wouldn't want to do that, but um, I went to go do service at a freezer. This is the first time I ever going to a freezer. I've done inspections and all that stuff afterwards, but dude, it gets so freaking cold. Your hands get cold. You have to like warm your hands up and then do some more work and then warm your hands up. This has ended up being a terrible show if I'm not on talk this blabble the entire time, you know.
Yeah. Just try restarting the computer and then go back to the email, and then join it. I'm gonna go back and talk because if we let Brian do all the talking, we're done for.
Yeah, all those
All right, take your time.
subscribers gonna be gone. We're so
Boom.
close to 900.
I was making that pretty funny because I was playing like toilet noises after whatever you were saying. So that was probably good. Turn it off and turn it back on, Tristan. Let's go. Let's go. It's past my bedtime. Yo, Ryan, thanks for joining. Everybody, thank you for
Thank you,
being here.
Ryan.
Jeannene's having technical difficulties. We're going to give her a minute. Thank you for bearing with us. Might have to implement a Brian timer. 30 seconds is his mic cuts off. He'll keep talking and we'll be doing our own thing. The
Hey,
cold,
Tommy,
the
one of
cold,
your sales girls, one of the sales
the cold
managers, I
does
think
suck, bro.
she mentioned you. She's gonna come on the show. She's she said that you told her that she should come on, and we were talking on LinkedIn. She said she's gonna come. We're gonna talk about service and inspection sales and management and how we structure
A sales lady at
everything. Yeah.
Tommy's place?
Yeah. Was it Johnson Controls?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she's like the what regional manager of sales or something like that.
Let's go the
We're gonna do it.
regional.
We're gonna do a presentation to the worst customer ever, Bobby.
Let's
Too.
go. Sell me something.
Yeah,
Sell me something. I'm ready for you and Daryl show. That's gonna be a good one.
that's gonna be fun. That's next month, right? Or is it this month?
I don't know.
You better be ready.
I don't want to look at my phone again and then you just start like blabbering. I have to get the Jeopardy music ready. Brittany, yes, she's awesome.
On the
Yeah, let's
20th.
go.
Yeah,
So
she.
let's talk about NFPA and AFSA. Who's going? Why aren't you going? Let's go. Expos are free, aren't they? Oh, you just have to pay for the classes. Am I mistaken when I say that?
I think they are
I think
free.
to get on the expo floor
Right.
during when they're open, it's free to get in there.
Because
Almost positive. They didn't
Darian
pay.
and them went in there. They didn't pay at
If you
all. They
want to
just
sit in
walked around.
seminars and you want to do all like that fancy stuff, then you got to pay. But I'm pretty sure, like, just meet us there. Let's go. You got it. New England Regional Sales Manager. New
Yeah.
England.
I
Let's
talked on the phone with
go.
her, and
New
she
England,
had
you're in New
the new
York.
she had that New England accent too. Well, she travels all over that area.
Yeah. Well, no, I know Tommy's in New York. I don't know if they're trying to like pretend they're part of New England or something.
Yo, Tommy, tomorrow
Hello,
call her.
gentlemen.
Tell her that we were
I
talking
stayed
about her.
awake just for you,
Ready.
Paul. What up, Paul?
What's up, Paul?
Look at my G2X. You guys are gonna see that soon. I'm gonna start making videos with it. I'm gonna do an unboxing. Actually, I might take it to work tomorrow. Maybe I'll take it to work tomorrow and show the boys. Make some grooves right on site with my machine, with my special
Oh, that'd
machine
be
that I have
cool.
mounted on the cart. Jeannene is on her way back. She's
My whole
restarting.
master will be delivered tomorrow.
Oh, that thing is excellent.
Dude, I'm so ready. I'm
The
excited. You
how
cannot mess up as it clamps on and it has all the levels. You can't mess up
yeah,
on it.
you put it in and you give it that little turn, and every set because usually you got to go and find with the alternative you got to go find like an Allen key and all that
Hmm.
stuff. This thing just goes boop boop. Expos where you break in insulated boots. That's pretty good.
Chad and Bobby were both just dying laughing watching me walk.
That's pretty good.
Especially at the end
I
of the
told Brian.
day.
Let's talk about Brunt. Brunt gave us Brian and I a pair of boots to wear on the expo floor. That was part of the deal. They send us the boots. We wear them in all the videos. I told Brian, get the unlined. We're going to Florida. Get the unlined. He's like, no, I like the black color ones. I'm like, they only come in insulated like Gore-Tex. He's like, those are the ones I want. I said, okay. Send them off to Atlanta. Buddy
Yeah.
shows up. He's like walking like a
Yeah.
injured duckling through this place,
Gosh, it was
trying to do
terrible.
Brunt ads. I'm like, how are they,
Oh
buddy? He's
my
like, I love them. The G2X.
Yeah, but hey,
Outstanding jaws.
it was
Let's
cold down
go.
in our South Georgia job, and they were great. Loved them.
Yeah, in the winter, it's a great
Yeah.
boot. And the unlined are awesome. Cruel,
And
cruel
then,
shoes.
I wore my, I brought both boots. So I brought my Thorogoods, and then I brought Brunts, and I ended up wearing the Brunts more than the Thorogoods.
You got them both
Like
wet. You got them both wet, right?
I got the other ones wet, but they Thorogoods dry really fast with a hotel hair dryer.
Oh, you
Super
just stick
fast.
it in there?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Got to get two of them.
They were soaked.
I got to get better at hitting all these little sound things right here. How's the drop removal tool? You like it? Yeah, it's great. It's great. And it's like, everybody says what happens if the RC comes off? Well, what happens if you didn't have the tool? So, I used it.
Yeah.
The drops came out. There was one of them, the RC came off. No big deal. I cut the sheetrock. I took it out the way that you would take it out. But it's a good tool to have if the majority of them are going to come out, in which case it did for me. So I saved the customer from having to cut open a bunch of sheetrock. But at the end of the day, the customer wanted the heads changed. And listen, if I didn't have that tool, then I would have just cut a hole at every single location. So It's a great tool. I love it. It should be on every service van. Can we talk about where the adjustable head wrenches are being sold, if anywhere? The adjustable head wrenches, we got a guy in here, Paul, and we got Paul and Russ in here, so they probably could answer that. So I don't screw it up. But I think they're like around the corner.
Oh, they're gonna get one too.
Steve, get one. Yep, get one. Hit up Daryl. Hit Daryl up on Instagram. You
I
know the
got
deal.
Daryl's number.
Use promo code Dope and Tape. Yeah, well, you're special. I don't know if we should be giving out Daryl's number. Maybe we could.
Why? We have I don't know how we got
Should I pin Daryl's number on the screen? No, just kidding. Don't do that to Daryl.
no.
I won't be prank calling him. Will be
Chris
in
asked what
stock
we're
in
doing.
it will be in stock in February.
Okay,
Love it.
that's
The
fast.
adjustable head wrench will be in stock in February. It is February. It's February 1st, Russ. Coming soon.
This month.
Coming soon to a concealed head near you.
That shirt, did you get like the
Arco.com.
premium or did you get
No,
like
this is the well, that's what I
regular?
did. I think I just got like the good one. I've tried every level to see what they were like.
So
This
it's
is like
only
the Hanes.
like
This is like
$2 more for the premium. So I've only
oh,
bought the premium.
Jeannene is joining.
Let's go.
I use Chris. He's my guy. I'm loyal. Oh yeah, sorry, Steve. You're on Long Island. You have to use
Yeah,
boom.
my bad.
You're probably
My bad.
getting from the Coventry
Use the dope and
or
tape
the New England guy or
to
however it
get your
works.
discount. Dope and tape at checkout.
I'll be one of the first buyers. All right, Tristan. We got you. Jeannene is joining, it says. She might be having computer issues.
You need another one? Like a new computer? When was the last time you got one?
No, Jeannene might be having computer issues.
Oh,
My computer's Gucci, kid. You see this thing? You guys should see it. I have it hidden by all the screens, so I can't really look at it. I should put the screen up, take a picture, show
did
you
you
guys.
build it?
Yeah, I built it after work one day. I never did that before. I had YouTube going on my phone on how to build how to put in all the pieces and which order to go and what.
Whoa.
Well, Jeannene, welcome back.
Hey,
Thank you. I'm so
You're,
I was just sitting here and just
I blamed it on Brian. It's let's see. It seems like you are frozen.
I think it's her service.
If you're on Wi-Fi, take your cell phone off of
oh,
the Wi-Fi. Apple
Yeah, like
reset.
take
I did.
everything. Yeah, it does seem a little better.
Boom. We'll give it a second. It's still just booting up. Yeah, I was blaming it on Brian. He just kept on blabbering. That happens.
Hang on.
Yep. Boom.
All right, Paul said that they are coming in stock by the middle of the end of the month.
They're coming in middle. Yeah.
So
Okay.
fast.
Put in your order. We'll ship as soon as they land. Mention the Dope and Tape show. Yes. You heard it there. Chris gives great prices. If I use Dope and Tape at checkout, they would lose money. What? Oh,
No, didn't they know that you're coming with us? You
that's
gotta
it.
use it.
Phoenix. Hey, Bobby. Phoenix.
Their customer service is
Phoenix.
also really good. I was trying to change the what is it? It's the Road Groover the wheels, so I was changing it from smaller diameter to larger diameter, and I was having trouble with it. Ended up calling. I don't know if I talked to Chris or who I ended up talking to, but they sent me over to a warehouse. And I was talking to the guys in the warehouse, and then they grabbed one and took it apart and sent it a video, like recorded taking it apart and did a video and explained it, sent it in an email with a description on how to do it, like over and beyond.
Best customer service.
Oh, it was incredible.
You don't get that kind of service.
Yeah,
No.
Your video is still a little bit jacked up, Jeannene. I don't know what to do. Let me see.
It might
I
be
have
might be the parking spot.
I have bad.
You got, what is it?
Yeah, I don't have great video. I don't have great internet out here, but it says I have 5 bars right now.
What can I do? That's Skippy. It was excellent.
It worked good last time,
It sure
but I
did.
turned my phone off and turned off the TV, so I don't have anything else on.
I can hear you. Try to
So
let's see if you can
It's
if you
getting
share your
better.
screen. It is getting better. See if you share your screen if it might come in better because it won't be doing the video share. Let's see how that goes. Show us some of your pictures.
Yeah, Wi-Fi is spotty in the camper
uh
spot tonight.
The groover they sell is great too.
okay, so if
Thank you,
I'm sorry.
Steve. Tell them you sent us.
At the bottom of the Zoom screen, you should see share screen. You should see share screen at
I
in the
see
bottom of your
leave.
Zoom.
Oh, share screen. Okay. And
Just is a gamer. He's got to have that wire connection. Oh, boom. All right, here we go.
Bastard.
Jeannene has started screen sharing. What do we got? Boom. Zoom. Okay.
hope,
You're good.
but hopefully it'll work, because if oh, I guess what I should do that what I wanted you guys this week is to share with the audience, since I know that people out in the field, they don't get to come to a lot of trainings or events and things like this. Put on the Florida Fire Sprinkler Association, which is the Florida chapter of the National Fire Sprinkler Association. And so it was we had to get 3 hours of CEUs to renew our of the event we're building was to get CEUs for NFPA 25 inspectors and also like service techs and stuff. I don't believe that there were too many fitters in the group, but I went around and I just kept interviewing a lot of people, did little 30-second clips, and I took some photos and to show what was going on with our training this week. So
Okay.
is my
It was a
do you
little
think the
it was a
video
little spotty there at
is it
first, but then
freezing?
I was able to just hear everything you said. But it is all we see right now is your desktop if that's what you're trying to show
Okay,
us.
so okay. Let me see where to
Let's
start. We'll
see.
start off.
Chris
I'll see if it will
Chris
show a
said
little
Jeannene is
video.
using dial-up.
I did the intro.
That's
Let's
a
see if
good
this
one.
video.
Florida has great sprinkler associations and a lot of great industry people there. Great state to work in someday.
Whoa, Steve said
There,
this reminds me of Brian's old internet. He remembers. Before I
Oh
got married
yeah.
and lived here, I was living in what we called the animal house. It was me and my wrestling buddies, and the internet was not that great.
That's a great idea. I'm gonna Jeannene, I'm gonna try to stop your video and then we can still hear you and you can do your thing. Maybe it will make you
Yeah,
sound
cut
a little
me
clearer.
off, and then we'll just look at videos. Hopefully.
All right, talk now.
Okay, so this is Mark and Andrew Inman with American Backflow.
It's my guy
And
Tristan.
they were to American Back. Can you still hear me?
Yes, yep.
So American Backflow came and they had a station where they were doing training on backflows preventers with the guys. So hopefully this video works. And again, we were limited to 30, so we asked them they're short.
It's me again, and we're here with the American Backflow team at the Florida Fire Sprinklers Training Exhibition here in Daytona Beach Shores. So I have Mark and Andrew Inman with American Backflow. Tell us what you're doing, guys.
We can hear it good.
That's basically what we're doing. Backflows, disassemble them, repair them, have them reassemble it. Just try to teach these contractors a little bit about
It's laggy. It's laggy, Jeannene.
anything technical assistance. Do this at 1-800-575-9618. American Backflow.
We can
So are
hear
you
it.
able to see the video and hear?
We can hear
But
it,
you
but we
can't
can't
see
really
it.
we can't it's like it's spotty.
Well, this isn't going to work then because I'd have like 10 of these. So,
Okay. Let's just go back to chatting.
okay.
Let me see if we can.
Maybe I have a couple. This is so disappointing. All of this stuff laid out. I can't even get off my own screen here. Boom. All right. That's too bad because we had funny little outtakes.
Oh, we're definitely gonna see him. We just might not be able to see him today.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this:
Let me see. Boom.
whenever you get better Wi-Fi, let's just do it again.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
show the same thing.
for sure.
All right, we can reschedule and do it another time. Oh, I'm so sad.
Don't be sad. It's
No, don't be
okay.
sad. It
Shit,
happens.
shit happens.
Not a big deal. Everybody
Actually,
can
you
understand
sound
that.
okay right now. Let me see if you can start your video. You can still chat it up. Oh, disable our videos. That's a good idea. Maybe if you X'd us out so you couldn't see us, maybe it would give more power to you, to your screen and your audio. We got a gamer in here. He's giving me all the ideas. Oh yeah, that thing's just overloaded.
Because it is so crazy because it says I have full, 5 bars on my internet. So,
I wonder what it is.
how do I X you guys out?
Um,
It's like, yeah. Mm.
you gotta, if you put your mouse over my screen and you go to the top right of it, there'll be 3 little dots. You can click it and do stop video. Then you should be able to do the same thing to
Says
Brian. Then
chat or
it should be.
it only says
Hmm. Put your view on immersive.
again.
On the top right, put your view on immersive.
Chad said American Bat Flow got me out of a pinch in Albuquerque last year. Love this industry. Everyone helping each other.
The community's growing online is awesome.
Yeah.
And we got Chad painting the town red, baby. Let's go. We need Rust-Oleum to send Chad some t-shirts or like something.
Yeah. I
Like some
know.
kind of like a special like a gold can or something.
That'd be cool. What's up, Becky?
Don't be
Welcome.
sad. You get to be with the crew again. Yeah, you're frozen, Jeannene. I love
Uh,
you. I feel bad.
I do feel bad. I know you prepared for this and
We're gonna set up another
you were
one.
gonna put on an incredible show, but yeah.
We're gonna do this again, okay?
That's the RV life, right?
Go, Chad. Boom. Let's go. Let me see. What else can we get in here? Boom. Jeannene's having
Hey,
technical
Becky.
difficulties tonight. We are very sorry. Who should I invite? Steve.
All right. Hey, Becky, fluff your hair. You're coming on.
LJR.
Send her a Zoom.
No, LRJ. LRJ, I'm sending it. Oh, it came with a. It's made a cash thing. Going to
Ooh.
be red paint shortage with Chad. I think there is a red paint. I think there is. Like guys are having trouble finding it.
Yeah, because Chad's buying them all.
I just
That's
invited.
what
I
even
just
when
invited
Marvette
Steve.
said she can't find it.
I'm about to invite Chad too. Who's coming? We're just gonna invite all you guys. I'm gonna go into the email and just start inviting people. Somebody join up. Boom. Pretty crazy. I remember all these
Send
emails. I gotta remember what your
send
email
Chad
starts with, and
one.
it's in here. I did. I sent Chad one. Not a good night. It's all good, Steve. It's all good, dog. It's okay. We're here. We're gonna get Jeannene back. We're gonna reschedule. We're gonna get her on the hook for. Maybe we'll have her fill in for the next like call out. Anybody else
That's
want to come on
we
and
already
talk?
have a
Chad
we
got
had a
me.
call out for the 13th or 15th, or did we end up filling those? We filled one of them.
Oh, I do. Actually, I have a topic we can talk about real quick. I got hit in my DMs with someone who was pretty serious about them painting everything. Buddy, so what if you are finding like a blue hydrant? What if the hydrant was blue? We can't paint that one
Yeah.
red, right? It has to stay blue? Because the
Um,
blue signifies the GPM. Same with like yellow and green. So if it's a
that's
red
correct.
fire hydrant, you could paint it red. But if you find a yellow hydrant, you're like, oh, I'm gonna be like Chad, and you paint it red. Now, red, I'm pretty sure signifies the lowest level of GPM you're gonna get out of a hydrant, whereas like yellow, green, blue, it
That's
starts
right.
creating more
Blue.
GPM, right?
Right.
So we need to be
That's
careful
correct.
that we are not painting yellow, blue, or green hydrants. Okay?
It can be the entire hydrant or just the bonnet. And also different jurisdictions in different counties and different states and cities and all that stuff. They have different ordinances for their hydrants.
It'll be like an all
So
yellow hydrant, and it will have a blue bonnet or a green bonnet or something like
that's
that.
correct. Right. Right. But even in the different cities and everything, hydrants are weird. I would stay away from hydrants, but according to NFPA 25, part of the inspection is that it looks sexy. I mean, it's
That's what it
visually
says.
sexy. In different words, but that's how I teach it though.
I like that. I like those words. We should add those words
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, I agree. So the hydrant needs to be sexy. It can't be dirty and dull. The paint has to be pretty. If it has reflector tape, it has to be reflecting. It has to have chains. I mean, it's got to be sexy hydrant or it fails. Not to be, I don't know if I'd fail the entire inspection, but definitely note it. It's part of the inspection.
Right. Okay. That was
Hey, Jeannine, it's okay.
caps are the
Don't worry about it.
GPM by me,
We
and the
love you.
body is the water department. Caps are the GPM, and the body is the water department. Okay. That's it. I was like, wow, that makes a good point. My buddy
Yeah.
in my DMs. It's
Some of
all
the
good.
coolest.
It's all good, Jeannine. We love you. We're gonna get you back on. So I don't know. Do we have an? I don't even think we have an open date. But if something happens,
Get it.
we
Yeah.
can.
I don't know if she's a just in case kind of girl. I mean,
Oh, yeah, that's
like
true.
it. Yeah, she
Fire
prepares
maintenance.
hard.
Fire maintenance with the little wrench. I like that. I like that little wrench guy.
The prettiest system I ever seen was down in South Georgia. I think I was like 15 years old. Went down for a new construction job. This was sprinkler and fire alarm, and all the piping. It was what was it? It was a um geez, they turn corn into a fuel. I don't remember the name of that fuel,
Ethanol.
but it was ethanol. So it was an ethanol factory. And then all the
I got you,
piping.
cuz.
Thanks, man. All the pipe. It's been a long day. I haven't had a chance to sit down at all. Um, all the piping has been powder coated. Powder coated a beautiful red.
Ooh,
Like shine. Oh, it's gorgeous, beautiful.
I like
And
that. I'm
it's
just
the
inviting mad
reason why
people.
they did that is because it was cheaper than galvanized.
Oh, oh yeah, and it protects it.
Yeah. And it looks amazing.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, like I think they saved
Boom.
a significant amount of money powder coating it versus just buying all galvanized stuff.
There's definitely going to be a shortage on the red with now JB and Chad and all these guys buying it up. Cherry red, you guys are going to have to get like like you're going to have to start ordering it, pre-ordering it by like the pallet.
The palette, yeah.
Right? Just whatever Home Depot orders, you got to order it. Cherry red only.
We'll just
Right
take it from.
right to the shop. I put the chat on my face again. Boom, curveball. So I don't dare ask Brian to tell us a story. We love
No,
you,
why don't you
Jeannine.
tell us a story?
We do love you, Jeannine. All right, stories. I don't know. What do you guys want to
Story
hear?
time.
Let's see. I don't
See
know
how that feels?
how that feels. Yeah. How about some good flood stories we never told? I mean, I told one of my flood stories. As a third year, man, I was probably a second year apprentice. I was a second year apprentice. We were 2 hours from home. Pops was doing cancer treatment, so I went for the day to cover for us. Just go put in the time, get the job done, return home. And there was a bunch of concealed heads that were low. You heard this story?
No.
And so the GC did not want the plate to be down whatsoever. He wanted the plate tight, and the guys, a lot of these heads got piped like a just a teensy bit too low. So Bobby was going around with the breaker bar, and we was just I was draining the systems, and I was just cranking them. I was cranking the heads and trying to make up like an eighth of an inch, sometimes even a quarter of an inch. And come to find out, I drained the wrong system,
Oh, shoot.
and this thing was already buried, kid. And so I got my ladder, and I got my barrel, and I got like my bucket with like minimal stuff, including a hacksaw that like when I was working with Pops, that was like that was the thing. Like the hacksaw had to be in the bucket no matter what we were doing. Bring the hacksaw. And so that was just in the bucket, and that head just snaps off. It was on a cheater, kid. The head was on a cheater. The cheater broke.
Oh
The
my
barrel
goodness.
filled in like a second and a half, like 30 gallons. I was like, oh shit! I just I run out and I run to the valve, and we were in a I'm obviously not going to say the place. We were in like a condominium, sorry, like a dormitory. and they were like ready to open. This place was furnished, and the valves were locked. The valves had all like those dormitory tamper. You ever seen like the plastic little disc thing that goes over the handle of a tamper?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it like spins and you can't actually grab it. So that's
Right.
on there. And then they had the red seismic cable looped together and crimped and had the drain locked. And so I run back, grab the bucket and the hacksaw,
The
and I'm
hacksaw.
hacksawing this seismic cable off that's above my head with the hacksaw to get the drain open. And I was working with a guy named Bill, and he was down doing like just final things in the pump room when the pump turned on. And he's like, "Well, that's not good." And so he just shut it off and came looking for me. And there was a lot of water by that point.
Jeez. I was I was not employed. I was still not employed at this time. I think I was
A
like
shortage of rigid dies.
I think I was like seven. Oh, no problem. Arco's got you. And also, by the way, they're
Arco's
cheaper.
got dies. Yeah. How
A
much
hundred
cheaper?
dollars cheaper. $100 cheaper.
$100 cheaper.
I bet
And
they were about
don't
a
you have
hundred
them?
dollars
Don't you
cheaper.
have them on a machine now, like for a year or something? How long have you had those dies out
Yeah,
in the field?
so the last one they still have it, and then my guys just got a brand new set.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Lockout tagout by Brady Industry. Yeah, that
was
thing cost. So I cut that cable off. I cut that cable off. I cut that disc off. I was able to. I was buddies with the laborers. That was always another big thing. Is like the laborers got to be your friend right off the bat. And the dry filters came out of the wet vacs, and we just started wet vacuuming. And I was able to clean up a lot of it before the super seen it. And then yeah, my father had a long day, so when he said how'd it go, I was like, it went good today. It went good today, Dad. I didn't have the heart to tell them like till the next day when we got there, and it was all a little bit cooled down. But those damn
so
locks, man.
I was no man, I was employed. How old was I? Like 21? No, I wasn't drinking then.
Yo, what up, Matt? The
Let's
Matt
say
Mass.
let's say I was like 19.
Our code dies
Arco
100
dies
bucks.
99.97, and
99.97.
I think rigid dies are like 180 something.
Ooh, shit.
196, 180, 196, somewhere around there. So yeah, like $100
Use
less.
promo code dope and tape at checkout. You can save 10% too.
So check this. We're in a stairwell downtown Atlanta. I'm with my original foreman, the first one. Um, and then um, and then we're just kind of we did what like six heads, and then another crew was close by, so they came over to kind of see what was up, and we were all going to go to lunch together. So this crew came over as two foremans, two helpers. We're standing in the stairwell. This is a door that walks in, and one of the foremen was just kind of messing with a brass cap on a hose connection, and he was just kind of opening and closing, just kind of playing with it. Well, it's a wet, um, it's a wet standpipe hooked up to I think it's a 2000 GPM pump, and he was just kind of going back and forth, and then he overturned it. That cap blew off, and water just started coming. The water shot down, and then one of the foremen fell because the water just swept right under it. So he just hit the concrete, and then they got up, and then one guy's closing the valve, and flooded. I think we flooded like one floor, not the whole thing, but I mean it was coming.
Jeez,
It was coming. I saw him messing with it, and I just, I'm the youngest guy, and I just got done getting chewed out. So I'm just, I went up like 4 or 5 steps. So it's like, let's see what happens. Not my problem.
Bobby, do you do much plastic? Not anymore. Not anymore. I did. I was stuck on plastic when I first got in the union. I did straight plastic for a couple of years. We do it backwards. A lot of times when I say that, it like confuses people, but the fitting was always on the beginning of the next piece, if that makes sense. And so we would make an on-site cut sheet of the entire system, and when the lowest apprentice on the totem pole is gonna cut, label, and glue the fittings on the beginning of the piece. And every starter piece is plain. You do this on the mains as well. So then at the end, the main guys do the starter pieces. Then the branch line guys come, and that first tee that normally would be on the end of the starter piece, and now it's just hung, plain ended. Your hanger's already there. You stab it and you glue, and you always glue in front of yourself. and so you got to try to get that fitting on the beginning of the next piece, and you got to try to understand that. One Canal Street, yeah, that's Ryan's place right there. I guess that's not doing too good these days, but man, I did a lot of 2-inch plastic in the dead cold there, and that's where I learned how to do it backwards or whatever. And it's like you save yourself, like if you have the T on, or it's like way down there, you're doing the T after. It adds a whole nother step than just keeping the apprentice there, gluing half of it together, and it's like kind of comes prefabbed. We would bundle it. It's a very, very good system, but man, dude, I hate plastic. There's so many hangers, man. I hate hangers. I hate drilling hangers. And on plastic, you got triple the hangers. Triple the hangers. You need a hanger every 6 feet on 1-inch CPVC. Have you had a leak with the apprentice gluing pipe? 500 Danny. It's Bobby. I did have a leak with the apprentice not gluing the pipe. That's the other common thing is dry fit. Why do people dry fit? You ever do plastic, Bry?
Oh yeah, I did a full
Like,
floor, and then I did some service, like some emergency calls.
never in your life. There's never been a sprinkler fitter in the world that has screwed on a malleable thread fitting to get their measure, right? So why do people put the plastic together to get their measure? It's like a big thing. Like all these guys want to assemble the plastic up in the air to like take some measure, and then they forget that like that first thing isn't glued. So like big,
I have no idea because I mean
if
it's
you
only
dry,
like
if
a
you're not going to dry fit
so
on,
it's
if
only like 1 inch. I mean it's not a big deal.
what,
Like let's say it's a 90, you just take your measure to where it
you
turns
glue
just
it.
like you
You
would. I
glue it.
mean,
You could
yeah,
turn
it's not
that
a
thing.
big
You could
deal.
turn that thing for like a minute if you had to.
You
If you
already
really
know
had
your
to, you could
measurement.
fucking spin. Yeah. So never ever have I ever dry fit. You don't dry
I've
fit.
never
You don't
I've
dry
never
fit. If you
tried
put the
fit.
elbow on the pipe, if you put the T on the pipe, there should be glue. If there's not, you're doing it wrong. So that number one thing is you never dry fit on plastic. You can't say it enough. And if you do, then you should never you take them off. They got one dry fit chance. They screw that up. They're not allowed to do plastic anymore.
So there's a building in Duluth,
I have a
Georgia, which is
foreman that would
north of
dry
Atlanta,
fit and go back
and
and
it's
glue. Blech.
it's a high-end assisted living nursing home, kind of like, old folks kind of they can come and go place. And on the first floor, right outside of the director's office, there was what was it? There was a 90 that was a dry fit, and this building's 30 years old. And then no, 2 years ago, it blew out after 30 years.
That's
Crazy.
crazy. I've came across that before where an elbow was pushed up against a joist and it wasn't glued, but it wouldn't come off and it wasn't leaking. Crazy. I don't like
Yeah.
I don't like CPVC at all, but no, dry fitting is definitely stupid.
What I hate about it is it gets brittle and it starts cracking. Like you go for a cut, you already have your measurements and everything, and then it just cracks down the middle.
Spider cracks.
And
I
just,
was always like, why not glue it? He would tell me that it's the way he's always done it, but he would always have a leak somewhere. We had to put our initials on plastic. That was another thing at the company that I did where we went backwards. You had to initial the T. And so when that thing blew off, but what people would do is they would just put other people's initials. I would just put BW, 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 BW.
But then also, are you familiar? I think I talked about this a while ago, probably early last year. But Tyco had this fitting. They're doing the gasket system, right? Like Tyco's doing the gasket
Yep.
system. Viking's doing a gas. It's kind of like I think the way that the industry's kind of going. Well, Tyco was one of the first ones to do it, and they came with just a press fitting where you just press together. So guys were going to change heads and hand tighten them, and then immediately it would pop off. 5 minutes later, 3 days, next month, boom.
It just pops off.
Yeah, yeah. So
Is it like a shark? It's like a
Chris,
shark bite type thing.
yeah. Well, it's just press. There's no internal holdback or anything like that. It's essentially a Lego
Oh my god.
with a gasket. Yeah. So Chris from the Fire Sprinkler podcast was the only person that I ever said that loves them. Because I called everybody. I called all kind of people,
And
and
what? So if
majority,
he loves them, they must not be falling off for him.
yeah, for him. But I talked to
Maybe they
company
weren't. Maybe
owners,
they weren't put on right.
technicians, a couple of owners over in Cali, and they all said, I refuse to do it. I'll cut it out and put it in the standard RC.
How many
Refuse.
times have you found a hand-tight sprinkler heads on installed? Oh, I mean, that's a given. If you got an
Yeah, that's
apprentice fucking
dumb.
cutting your drops, he's leaving one head loose every time, saying that he didn't do it on purpose. CPVC should be illegal. I agree. Big
I agree.
country, hate plastic. I agree. Ryan says same with antifreeze systems. Just do dry. Another thing, I've never built a new antifreeze loop. Have you? I've never built an
I've
antifreeze
never
loop.
done
I've
new.
seen
No,
them. I've had to
I've taken them
drain
out.
them
I've
and put
done
them in
inspections on
jugs and
them.
pump it back in and all that bullshit. But like, we put dry systems in now, don't we? When would someone put in an antifreeze? Isn't antifreeze usually like, oh shit, it's cold, we can't make it dry, let's fill it with antifreeze and add a loop? Or if people actually like, we're gonna
Yeah,
design this as
so
an
like for
antifreeze.
example, let's say it's a ex non-heated external trash chute.
Dry system.
Well, it's cheaper to put in an antifreeze loop. Way cheaper.
Just fuck the next guy.
Yeah, oh for sure.
What about plain end fittings? Yeah.
Plain fittings.
I don't know. I mean, I know that like the sprinkler had lost its UL listing for ProPress because nobody was using it, so you can't even use ProPress copper anymore. The Mega Press is still allowed, but
I
like
think it's just
I
too
don't know.
expensive. This doesn't take a lot
If I was
for
gonna
that
use a
to
plain
come to
end
the
fitting, I'd
industry.
honestly would prefer a roustabout. Those babies are just bulky. Smash them on there, tighten it. It's not gonna go anywhere. But like newer plain end fittings, I'm not into. Don't like it.
No.
Like I would never put a shark bite. Like wouldn't put it in my house. A
Oh,
solder.
the one guy, I think he
Blood
was a
money.
service manager. He was a service manager. I failed a corroded pipe. What was it? It was a
Give us
corroded
some
copper
topics.
system. It was a copper system, and it was behind like a toilet. And he cut it out and put a just put like two sharp bites. Fire marshal came back and told him to rip it out and then cited him for a company. Yeah,
Man, yeah, don't use shark
he's like,
bites.
you know better,
Don't use
right?
shark bites.
No.
Let's see, what else? Hey Brian, do you have a company name yet? That's from Daryl asking about
Well, I work for North American Fire Protection.
no, you dummy, for when you battle him.
Oh, he can say whatever he wants.
You're so
He can
stupid.
say whatever he
He
wants.
he already picked his company name.
And
He's asking you if you got yours.
let's say it's just, I don't know,
You're the
8-inch fire,
you're the
Johnson fire.
you're
I don't
the
know.
you're the funniest person to put on the spot.
I never expected him
They
to
use
ask me
ProPress
for
for
my
sensing
name.
lines in prefab pump houses. I'm still on the fence.
Dude,
Mm,
I can't wait to see what Daryl has to say. Because he's going deep. He even has a company name. Before
Chris,
before he comes on, he's gonna
ProPress
have an
isn't UL
LLC.
listed for fire protection anymore. It's lost its UL listing last January. It's been not allowed for a year. Don't do it. Solder it up. Braze it up. Solder it up. I'll solder it. I do my pump rooms in threaded brass, and them things are fucking rigid. You know, if you set it up right, keep the sensing lines as short as possible. Threaded brass, looks good, feels good. Cut it on site. HDPE is great for underground. No leaks ever. HDPE. I don't know.
I don't
HDPE.
think neither one of us has ever done underground.
HDPE. Yeah, like so. For instance, where I work, typically my contract, I only own 10 feet out. And so I don't ever even get to put a fitting on. I stub it through plain. I do my link seal on both sides. And then I start building. That's it. And then the site guy.
Isn't
Under,
HDPE like really thick walled though?
wasn't
Like
it
it's
like
super thick, I think.
HDPE? We use like, I want to say cement lined. Like, like it's like a certain class. Like class 6 cement lined or something is what we're using up here. I know it is a bone of contention with me company. With me company.
With the
Freaking
company.
plumbers. Solder it up. Solder it up. Oh, this is gonna be a cakewalk.
Hey, whatever way you wanna pitch your inspection service
Daryl's on it. Like he's already got a
proposal.
company logo made and everything. You
I
better be
know. Well,
ready, dude. Daryl's
hey,
coming for you.
call me if you need help with your LLC. I'll set up your paperwork. All right.
Daryl's coming for you, bro. You could tell him. Bobby, I've been doing my homework. I know. You told me not to tell him, so I haven't. Transition are expensive. AWWA to IPS.
What is there a Pacific like facility that we're gonna be selling for that you're like an engineer for?
Me?
Yeah, is are we doing that or he's just gonna make it up and I'll just keep
He's
going with
making
it?
up a bunch of stuff about him, and you're making up a bunch of stuff about you, and you guys can assume whatever you want about me, but I'm me, baby.
I'll just see what he says and I'll keep the same format.
Yes. Team Brian. Chris has got Team Brian.
Let's go. That's all right.
Daryl's the underdog though. Daryl's like, Daryl's the underdog, so
Yeah, Daryl hasn't been doing this. I've been doing this successfully for a long time, so it's not
doing-
really fair, but it is still fun. Very
I've been doing
fun.
this my whole life, kid.
My whole life.
What happened to
36
Facebook?
years.
I thought I had Facebook
Overtime.
over here somewhere. Overtime. Yeah. How'd you get so many hours? Overtime, Mitch.
Overtime.
Oh shit. All right. So Jeannene, we'll be in touch.
Yeah, we're gonna be in touch.
Let's
And
see. June's a long time away though. I'm about to say I'm gonna come down and we're gonna get a Cat 6E Ethernet wire, and we're gonna get you plugged in so we're not on a Wi-Fi.
yeah. Blue Recruit is on Tuesday.
Blue
So
Recruit.
Blue Recruit has some new features that I believe and they want to show it
that's
off.
it. That is. You're right. Look at you go, kid. How'd you remember that?
I looked it up. And you told me. So I remember things.
I'm trying to go back right now. I'm scrambling. He was on one of the first.
He was one of the first.
Blue Recruit came on early. Forget when. But he's returning. Blue Recruit is an app that he was on episode 27. Blue Recruit.
Dude, that was in like the very beginning.
It was.
I
in
was
the very
already at
beginning.
the Animal House living there when he came on.
Oh, really? The what
Yeah.
house?
Animal House. So I moved in with my wrestling buddies from high school and college. And we got a house together and we called it the Animal House because it was freaking, as you can expect.
Oh, yeah. I remember like your roommate would be playing like Call of Duty and hogging up all the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey man, get off.
Yeah, so Rich from Blue Recruit is coming on again. He's was on episode 27. He's got an app that could find you a job. Doesn't matter which trade you're in. If you wanted to, say, relocate, or if you wanted to find a new job in your area, or maybe you just want to see what's out there. You make an account and you put in your credentials and you search your area or you search certain areas. I'm not really a professional on it, but if you watch episode 27, you would know, or if you tune in on Tuesday, you will also know. What are you laughing at?
Chris, you see it? We were just talking with Caleb from NFSA last night about Brian being the best dressed sprinkler man on Instagram. I try, guys. I try.
He's got when he calls me one day and like, so I know like when I put contacts in my phone, like I could select you and I could put any picture I want associated with your name, right?
Yeah. But
you're
I pick it for you.
You're the first person ever to call me like that, and it's like, Calvin Klein, what the hell? Like where did you even take that photo, dude? That's the photo you want showing up? You got like the coat back and you go like biting on your glasses or something. Like what the hell is this kid? His whole life, but he doesn't even have a company name. Imagine that. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't say Atlanta Fire. Like that was your name forever.
Yeah. Atlanta Fire Protection. There you go. I didn't think this would be, the biggest issue here.
That's it, Daryl. You just got to put him on the spot. You got this, bro. You got this.
Let me give you, Daryl. Let me give you a quick tip for selling. Never sell, and you know what? Never care if they buy either. And you'll sell a lot. Don't care. You can buy it or not. Don't care. But I'm here. I'm here to help you. I'm here to educate you. But you don't have to buy. You can keep going with the company that you're doing. You can keep calling and getting transferred 3 times. You can keep getting different
I shouldn't be in
texts
control
out
of
here.
this.
Yeah, different techs out here. You don't have a consistent tech, and everybody wants it. When their tech comes, you should have their personal number. You should have their work number. You should be able to get in touch with the tech with questions that quick. But or you don't have to buy from me. You can go with Daryl's company. It's not a big deal.
All right, time's up.
Yeah. So
All
quick
right,
tip: never sell, never care about if they buy or not.
you heard it there first from the sales guy, Brian. Thank you everybody for bearing with us tonight. We will be back on Tuesday with Blue Recruit, and you're gonna see Jeannene again with all of her great videos. We're just gonna we'll be in touch. We'll keep you guys posted. And that's it. Dobin tape out. You got anything to say,
Thank you,
Bri?
guys. No, I said enough.
Yeah. Yeah.